Hey there, internet independent wrestling mediocrity, Frisco Flame, and internet personality who it may be said has none. R. Felix Finch, and I would like to address some comments making their way around the internet. Marko, congratulations, happy birthday, 23, and you're signed to a major company. I wish nothing but good things for you. I cannot wait to see what happens come All Elite Wrestling. This isn't about you. This is about what our boy Gunner is saying. Now, Gunner, I'll be the first to admit that I'm not familiar with your work, but I did look at your page. I see you have the Scenic City Invitational this weekend. Great. That is a major tournament. I hope you do well. I hope you get seen. I hope that leads to more bookings. Because it must be noted that looking through, you are a former college athlete turned wrestler. You have worked very hard to be a disciplined athlete. You have worked hard to have a body that shows your dedication. You will have a body willing to work. You are a body guy. I'm not against that. I wish I had 2 abs, let alone many abs. But we must take a look at something else outside of what we consider the sports aspect of it, because we are in the entertainment business. In fact, even traditional athletes are in the entertainment business. Marko Stunt isn't getting signed because he's 5'2", 115. He's getting signed because he's 5'2", 115 and works his ass off day in, day out to be able to provide a superior level of entertainment to the masses. Because he has that appeal, because he has that something extra. Let's take a look through, we're going to leave wrestling out of this. Let's take a look through sports in general. If we look in the NBA, of course you have your big guys like Shaquille O'Neal, Wilt Chamberlain. You have guys that were made by rivalries like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. You do have guys that were made just purely on the backs of stats like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. But let's take a look at more of those, shall we say, novelty acts. Spud Webb won an NBA dunk contest at 5'4" or 5'2", I forget which, but that's besides the point. He does things that most people at 6 foot could not do at his time. That's much like our boy Marko. We take a look at boxers throughout history. George Foreman we know because of his stats and because of his grill. But then there's legends like Muhammad Ali, whom we know through the personality he was able to show in those interviews outside the ring and even in the ring as he performed. Take a look at the video of Muhammad Ali ducking many punches and you'll see he's doing a shimmy shake. He's providing a show, and that's what we're doing in the ring. I'm going to football here. Of course, you've got people like Tom Brady that have the stats. Rob Gronkowski has size, but Rob Gronkowski and J.J. Watt, very similarly, they have not only the size, but they're able to be personalities off the field. Even Peyton Manning now is getting in those commercials with Brad Paisley. You have someone like Terrell Owens, who, for both the Niners and Cowboys, somehow, how he worked for rival teams is amazing to me. But he went out there, he put on a show. You knew you were going to get something when T.O. hit the field. And that's what people wanted to see. That's what people pay to see. People don't just pay to see gargantuan athletes, and there are those that do. I'm not going to dispute that. Again, going back to the NBA, Shaq, yeah, I wanted to meet Shaq, and even in wrestling, when I met Kevin Nash, it was just the sheer size of him that awed me. But we want that something extra. In baseball, even, if you look at Babe Ruth, even compared to guys of his time, Babe Ruth he would not stand out in a crowd. He looked like regular working class Joe number 4. But once he hit that field, he had a performance level that drew you to him. When we were looking at like Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire, it's that little something extra. Yeah, none of them really had the outside of off the field personality that showed it. But once they hit the field, they gave that something extra in performance that made them stand out. And that's what this business is about. This is a business of standing out. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of professional wrestlers in this one nation alone. I go to states, I drive across country, I can find wrestling anywhere. I can find it in Wyoming and Nebraska and Montana. There is even wrestling in South Dakota. There is wrestling where there aren't people, and that is a truly wonderful thing. But I'm saying this as admittedly a nobody. Find something that makes you unique. Find something that is going to draw people to you. Find something that is going to make money, because your body won't last. I mean, that is a very difficult lifestyle to maintain. Even greats such as Hulk Hogan, Arnold Schwarzenegger these days, they're not the men they used to be, and that's okay. They have that something extra that propelled them to success outside of their body alone. So by focusing on our boy's body, you are really depriving this business of what it's truly about. You're not thinking of it in the way you should. You should look at yourself as an all-encompassing asset of entertainment, not just a nice piece of meat to look at. Anyway, man, I'm sure you're tired of this nobody lecturing you. I've got to get back to writing jokes about wrestling on the internet to make my living, so have a wonderful night, and I wish you nothing but the utmost success. Peace out, party peoples. I will see you next time.